Hi and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Today in America is my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. We gather with friends and family to celebrate everything that we are thankful and grateful for. I have to start by saying I am grateful for all of you. I feel so privileged that I get to come into your lives several times a week to help you improve your English and your pronunciation. So join me today for a feast. We are going to talk about all of the foods that we eat, of course, learn how to pronounce them, and just have a great time. So let's get to it. Okay, this is a very traditional Thanksgiving feast. You can call a feast a meal, even a spread. Here's what we have. The center of our Thanksgiving meal is going to be turkey. Turkey is very traditional. This is a turkey breast. It is not an entire turkey. And then to go on the turkey, we have gravy to make it a little more flavorful. We also typically have mashed potatoes or some form of potato. This is a potato that is all mashed up as it sounds with some cream and some butter. Green beans are also very traditional. This is green bean almondine and it has almonds on top and of course butter, lots of butter today. You can also have a casserole that is made with canned green beans and Campbell's soup that is very traditional, and on top of it you put some onion rings. It is delicious. I don't have that today, but if you have the opportunity to try that, give it a try. One of my favorites is sweet potato casserole. This is bordering on dessert. It is so sweet and so delicious. This has sweet potatoes all mashed up, butter, heavy whipping cream, and then on top you have pecans and marshmallows. Yes, marshmallows. Not as traditional, but one of my favorites are mushrooms. We just have some mushrooms and Brussels sprouts. Again, not super traditional when it comes to Thanksgiving, but I do love these. I love this about Thanksgiving in the US. People will bring their culture into the Thanksgiving Day meal. So everyone will eat Thanksgiving. People may add things such as tamales, or macaroni and cheese, or pierogies, something that people eat that represents their culture. My next very traditional item is stuffing. Some people call this dressing. It is basically bread, old bread, breadcrumbs, and you mix it with all kinds of things and it makes stuffing. Some people put the stuffing in their turkey. I traditionally, and in my family, we usually eat it on the side. And then last but certainly not least, you must have rolls or bread or buns. These are delicious. I'm looking forward to trying all of these foods, so let's dig in. Okay, before we dig in, we do need to carve the turkey. And carving the turkey is basically just a fancy name for cutting it into slices. This is just a turkey breast, so it's very easy to carve. If you have an entire bird, then it takes a little more work. I want to give a special shout out to my dad for helping, special guest star. My dad, Peppa, and Claire, everyone is ready to eat. We are serving Thanksgiving dinner today buffet style, so I will just set everything out on the kitchen counter. Claire is helping me by putting all of the serving spoons and forks in. Some people do set everything on the table. I just find it's really difficult and it's easier to use this buffet style so that people can come back for seconds and everything is in one place. And then also I can make a beautiful centerpiece and have some candles on my table. Forgot to mention we also have gravy and butter, lots of butter for the bread. Everything is looking absolutely amazing. I want to give a shout out to Giant Eagle Market District today. I bought all of the food from them because I wanted to film the content, and everything was delicious. Here is my table. I am in love. We don't use all of these plates. I was just being fancy for you all. I would definitely keep everything in the kitchen next to the food, and then everyone would just pick up their plate. But I just wanted everyone to see how beautiful my table looks. Now let's make a plate. Just so that you can get the full effect of Thanksgiving dinner like you are here at my home with me. Let's make a plate together. I personally get everything that is served for the day. This is not a day to avoid any foods, in my humble opinion. Turkey and gravy, some mashed potatoes. I love the green beans. I only wish that I had the green bean casserole for you all to take a look at. It's delicious. Get some stuffing. We call this stuffing in my family, as I will say in a later video. Some people call this dressing. Definitely the sweet potato casserole. I love the stuff. And then the more non-traditional sides, like the Brussels sprouts and the mushrooms, we'll grab some of those too. Everything looks so amazing. I am so excited to eat. Please join me for the rest of the day to learn how to pronounce these foods with some short lessons. So be sure to subscribe. Now it's time to sit down and enjoy the meal. You can try new foods and enjoy a fun day with your family and friends. Again, I am thankful for all of you. Have a very happy Thanksgiving.